Good afternoon, you gorgeous humans. How are you all? Welcome to the How to Craft Network Studios. My name is Toni Darroch, and this is the best craft company in the world, in my opinion. Yeah, I'm quite sprightly today. I'm having a great day, guys. Well, I say I'm having a great day. I've just tried to go live on TikTok, and it booted me out, basically. It said, no, go away. So we stepped away. But we're here, right? So if you are brand new to our Create Together Club, thank you and welcome to the channel. We are celebrating our amazing tailored threads collection. And basically, I send you the kit and you can wait till I'm inspirational with you all, or you can just go ahead and make lovely, lovely, amazing cards. And the cost of the kit is really, really good and affordable, and the quality is second to none. So I will show you through the kit. I forgot to show you some samples yesterday. So if you watched yesterday, sorry about me, but I forgot to show you some samples. They're on the back in my lovely tray here. So I will talk you through some of our amazing samples. But the kit consists of an 8x8 paper pad, some lovely mounts, a stamp set and 2 sets of dies. And I'll show you in detail as we go along. So this is class number 4. All of the classes stay on YouTube, so you can go and revisit them at any point. Please do know, though, that to watch the channel, to appreciate the channel, to get the inspirational content, you do not have to buy a single thing. Just come and join our amazing community. Now, we have done sort of 3 mini projects. We've done like a shirt inside a pocket. We've done a little slider, and we've done like a little mini wallet. I don't know whose favourite so far, but this is my favourite so far, with the little guy sliding towards a drink with the message behind. So this is my favourite so far. What's yours? Ta-da! So he slides across to his drink and behind is the message. So we did this one yesterday. And then the day before we did the creative shirt, where the shirt is inside the pocket with the message in there too. And then we've also... I didn't actually do this one because I can't find mine, but we just cut the actual wallet itself and created a little mini wallet to show you all of the dies. So let's put these ones back. Let's show you what you get in the kit. And then, shall we show you a few samples first? Because we have that lovely upsell paper pad too, don't we? So let's show you the kit first, very briefly though, guys, because I know a lot of you have seen it over and over. So don't forget to share this channel, if you will, please. Hello from Northern New York State. Woohoo! Welcome, Michelle. Lovely to have you here, darling. So let's just have a quick look. Let's not mix it up here. I told you, didn't I? It's a really super duper bumper paper pad. And then I doubted myself, and I'm like, this feels like there's 2 pads here. Nope, there is actually one. Oh, have a word. So let me show you. So you get your 8x8 paper pad. Guys, we love the guys element, although you can do a female version of. We have the mounts with those circles, so they all coordinate beautifully. We used some of these yesterday. We have the word stamps, and we also have the 2 sets of dies that create that leather-esque wallet on there as well. So pocket wallet 1, pocket wallet 2, words, painted mounts, and then the 7x7 paper collection. Now, I do also have a little upsell, as you would call it, in the crafty world industry. We do have a paper collection that I've added separately. I could not give this to you at all. I do need to make a little bit of money. So we do have the Tailored Threads Foundation Pack, which is that lovely sort of leathery, rusticy, and we've put some feminine colours in here too, because I don't want you to not be able to make female wallets as well with florals and things like that. So you get this one is listed as well, and it's linked to the top of the show. Let's do a little bit of shout out. Phil, Margaret SS, Edugina, we have Angela, Michaela, Kathy Rotherer, Marilyn Squire, Michaela, Michelle from New York State, Christina, good morning from South Carolina. Good morning, darling. I hope you're well. So let's show you a couple of samples and let's dive straight in. So we've done a little bit of interactivity on cards there, and we did cut the wallet proud, but we're going to do the wallet multiple times and have it as like, not an exploding card, but one that can wrap backwards and create a shape. So when it's closed, you gift it closed, but the recipient can open it up and we'll put a little closure on it so it can stand like open. So maybe you could put little mini photos on each page, something like that. I don't know where it's going. I don't even know how it's going to look. I don't even know how it's going to come together, but we'll have some fun doing so, won't we? So let me show you some of the samples. There's lots. There's so many different types of wallets, so you can put things in pockets and embellish. So you can absolutely, can't get that one out, but here we go. You can pop in all of the embellishments and, you know, really personalise it for the guys if you want to, but the dies can be made with any, look at this is very female, absolutely beautiful. And then card-wise, Margaret says, I hope you're better. I am better, thank you very much. It put up a good fight, but it lost. Some more here, so you like a wallet on the front of the card here. You can use any of this inspiration to use your creative kit too. That's using the dies. And it goes on and on. This is a pocket from the wallet. So let's get into it. Let's get into it. Is everyone okay though? I hope everyone is well. Now I'll get my little ratty-tatty collection out that I've been using and cutting into. It's just hidden behind here. That's why I have a new one to show you, because you don't want to see my bits and pieces. But I have a plan. So if you're using your kit, you're going to need your die that creates the wallet. Where's my stamp set? Oh, there you go. Just pop my stamp on there. So you're going to need your die wallet piece, because we're going to sort of like create sort of like a foldable element. So I'm going to use this one, guys, with the spots around. And we just fold it in half. So I need to cut a few of these. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the this pattern paper, because I don't want to use my patterns. So I'm going to go for this one. You can use your patterns if you want to. And you can use whatever colours you want to make this sort of like album. Now, I don't know how many I'm going to need, so let's cut a few through together. It's a hard life. Good idea with the shapes, I know. So let's cut a few of these together. Can I get 2 on a page, or has that been tight? Let's have a look. Nice try, Tony. Not quite. Okay, so let's grab the little machine. What we will use is the offcut for things to go in pockets, I guess. So let's cut now. Let's think about this. So I'm going to be gluing the white side. So I'm going to cut the die on the back of this, because I want the inside to be patterned, right? Not double-sided. So let's just cut on the white side. So I'm going to cut a few of these, fold them in half, or score them in half, whatever you want to do. And let's create something that's going to adhere together. Let's see what it's going to look like. I don't know why I'm closing that. I need it a few times. So the detail's going to be on the wrong side, I know, but because my paper's not double-sided, I want the colour to be on the inside where you're going to see it. So, and then all I'm going to do is I'm going to take this. You could score it if you want to, and fold it in half. So there's one. Put that to that side. Next one, let's get a different colour. Put that off, cut on the back there. Get a different colour this time. So when it fans open, it's all different coloured pages. Oh, Toni, nearly. Toni, you're doing it wrong way. Toni, you're doing it wrong way. You're all screaming there, weren't you? If I want it to match, yes, I need it to do it this way. Not that it matters, I guess. Which way it's folded. Honestly, I don't think it matters which way you put your die with what we're going to create. So there's no right or wrong way, guys. So this one's folded in half. No, it doesn't matter. I'm just making sure what I'm saying is correct, no matter which way you cut. 2. Let's do another colour. So these side pieces here will save, because those will be good for little tags and toppers. Let's get a different colour. I was shouting right side. Oh, if only you could talk to me in real time, hey? The only difference would have been you could see the detail on one and not on the others, I guess. Did anybody attempt the slider card? I didn't manage to get on socials last night. Did anybody attempt it? Another coloured one, look. Oof. Fold this one in half. I'll do one more and then we'll see where we're at. It don't matter really what side you cut it on, guys. But it does put a pinprick detail in, so if you do it wrong, that's the only difference. Let's do 4 and see where we get with that. I made a tie for my shirt card. Did you? I need to see. I need to go and check that out. Definitely interested in that one. Not sure how I would have done a tie. I would have had to really think about it, I know that. Right, I've just cut 4 here, so let's see if this is enough, or if we want it to be even bigger. I don't think there's any limit on how many of you adhere together. So the idea looks something like this, guys. So it folds closed, but then when you open it and it all pans out, you can leave it open on the desk. This is the plan. Let's do one more. I think it needs another. Are you getting me? So far, so far. Let's do one more. It's a little bit of like an interactive piece that could hold memories if you want, should you wish, or a gift card. If you give somebody £20, you could put £5 in each wallet, you know, so it adds up. So they've got one in each wallet. I love gift cards, but I always, with Tom, I always make something, but he never gets like one gift card for £30. I always get 5s. And then it just creates a little bit of interest. So he's got to actually physically go through the project that I've made him to find all of the gift cards, if that makes any sense at all. Because I find like just one, the moment's over, isn't it? Where if you've got a few, it's like, and then he'll get them all and then count them all as well. Oh, I've cut it on the wrong side. talking. It don't matter, guys, don't worry. It doesn't, there is no right or wrong, I don't think. So there we go. So let's see what this is going to look like. Let's just get rid of that waste. Get rid of that. Let's just put this on the back. Keep a tidy gate. So let's just bring this in. I think the only thing to start, let's start it. So, so let's glue pages back to back. So the white. Take one and stick it on top. So we have this already, okay? So then let's stick the next one on the top. You can see, can't you, where it's going? And then the next one. So how many did I cut? 4, 5. That's 4. So let's see. Oh, it looks like that. It needs more, doesn't it? Next one. So it's up to you. I think we need another. It's a bit lame in terms. Let's do one more. Let's cut another one. What we're thinking so far. Again, it don't matter which way you cut it, as I stated. I was just trying to be smart, so the pinprick detail would be the same for them all, but honestly, you can't tell, so don't put yourselves under pressure on which way to cut the card. Looks good so far. Yeah, so far. But we want it to be a bit more like, more of a bit of a keepsake memorabilia sort of thing. So although it might have gift cards in, once you get it, they can prop it open so it stays open, so it shows all the pockets page, if that makes sense. So it's nice to have those things, isn't it? But to have it on the side where it's open is really nice, I think. Just changes it up from the regular gift card, doesn't it? So we like to be different. We like to do different things, right, guys? So we'll fold this one in half like we did all of the others. And I think you could do 10 die cuts. This is 6, I think, now. Fold it the right way, Toni. Right, so let's stick this one on. If you score it, make sure it's absolutely straight, and then you won't end up with a wonky donkey like me. Wrong way, I know. Well, I don't think it's wrong. It is what it is. Nobody's going to know, other than you guys. So now we have... So what we need to do is it needs to look good when it's closed. So now we need to decorate this and this, okay? We need to decorate it as if it's going to shut like this, so you give it like this. But then we need to decorate it in such a way that we can clamp it open with that clasp that comes in the kit as well. So let's just see if... look at that. That bit that I've off-cut there fits beautifully within that stitch. And I did the stitch on that side. So let's decorate the front here. Make sure it's straight though, because I did just freehand cut it with my scissors, didn't I? Which side did I cut? I'll just take off this edge here. Right, so let's see if this is going to fit on the front. It does actually just fit in the front there. See that there? I'm going to use that. I'm not going to be wasteful. I'm going to go for it, guys. If you've got your corner punch, you can round it off so it coordinates. So now we have our front. So I'm going to stick that on. No, don't stick it on. Stand by your beds. Wait, wait, wait. Because we need to do a clasp closure that closes on here. But we also need to do it so the closure wraps the other way too. So this is okay to stick. So stick your front on. And then we need to grab our die. And in the die, you get your lovely like belt buckle. You get the closure to tuck it in with as well. So let's cut these. Now, I'm thinking we need to go a nice leathery colour or craft colour. But these offcuts, I'm going to go with this because this is quite nice, this dress, isn't it? So let's cut that for our closure. Might have to cut two, you see, because I'm not sure like the band will flex to go both ways, but we have options. And then this one, we need to just pop. Let's just use this end. No, let's use this one because this one's smaller. Well, let's die cut these two pieces and let's see where that's going to take us. So have you liked this collection more so? Let me know your thoughts, because in the past we've done like 3 embossing folders, some stamps, a little paper collection. This has been like a full-on collection. Have you liked the idea of having a full-on collection? Let me know. And the very fact that we've done something for the guys, have you enjoyed that? Or is it something you're like not too precious about? Don't make guys cards. You know, feedback, good or bad, we do listen. So those two pieces. What I love about the paper as well is it's 300 GSM. Normally when they're about 180 or 2, they crack and bend and don't look nice. But because it's super thick, this is really good. You don't have to faff with anything else, right? Right, so we have the piece in there with those circles. If you've got brads and things, you're really going to go to town and make something extra special with these. And here is sort of like my belt buckle, which will sit just underneath the panel, like so. So let's pop the panel on the front. Love the full collection, says Denise. I hope you're okay, Denise. So let's glue this one on, and like we did on our first one, I'm going to try and glue it with a little bit of a hump in the middle just to help when it comes to getting that little clasp underneath. I'm writing away in my notebook, bless you. So let's just pop this down here. So I've just left myself, I'm holding it in place, but there is a little bit of a hump on this. I'll just show you if I tilt it up. Can you just see that little bit of a raise? If you stick it flat, it's going to struggle to get the belt buckle underneath. So give yourself a little bit of grace and give it a little bit of a hill in the middle. Kathy, you're too kind. So this piece is going to be the back, right? Now, how can we do it so that it goes both ways? Let's glue this in first. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this in here. And I'm just going to take the flap and push it behind so I've got an idea of where I'm gluing it. Can we see that there? And then we'll glue this one down. Now, do bear in mind, if you're putting stuff in this, you need to give yourself some grace with the wrap. If you do it super tight, when you put stuff in, it's going to look bulky and bulgy. It's going to push it all apart. So I'm not going to do it too tight. I'm going to leave myself a little bit of grace. Can you see I've just pulled it away? Leave yourself a little bit of grace for bulk. If you're putting a bookmark in or a family photo or tickets to an event, you need to give yourself a little bit of grace, okay? It looks like this from the front and then it looks horrid from the back, but that's okay because we're going to change the back, aren't we? So make sure that's just stuck there. Rolf loved this collection too. Oh, you really like this one, I'm pleased. A little bit different for Stamps by Me, right? So then all I'm going to do is I'm just going to unthread this for now. And let's figure out how we're going to do the mechanism to hold it open. So they open it, they can see all the bits and pieces. Then to have it on display, that's going to get covered with paper, obviously. It needs to have another one that comes round and clasps into here. Yeah, so far, so far. So if I stick another one here, that can go into this piece here. So I need to cut twice. Let's cut it again. See, it all comes together, guys. Let's just use this little bit of offcut here. Craft magnet, great idea, Phil, yeah. Great idea. Problem I have is I try not to use anything that people wouldn't have. Because there's nothing more frustrating than watching somebody demo something that they've said they're going to do inspiration on and then use everything but the actual product. It frustrates me. So I don't want to frustrate you guys. However, your ideas are well received, so share your ideas because I know lots of you probably will have magnets and ribbons and glitter and bows and all of the punches and all of the decorative elements to make it even better. So now we've got these pieces, so let's see what... So now, this is going to be covered, bearing in mind. So we're going to put this one this way. The only problem is then, though, when it's shut... Oh, mind you can just put two clasps under, couldn't you? However, it's white on the back. So if we stick two together on this one... Let's do two. And then it's coordinating. Where there's a will, there's a way. Problem solving as we go. That's crafting at its best, isn't it, hey? So we'll cut this one. So what I'm going to do is this clasp, I'm going to stick them together. So it's double-sided. Obviously, if you're using double-sided paper, you won't need to do this. I don't think so, because I've given it that little bit of a hump, so I'm hoping 3 will get under. It seems to be okay. We'll soon find out, won't we? We'll soon find out. So, so this one needs to go like that, doesn't it? The other way. So let's give it a nice twizzle whizzle. Mind you, it needs to twizzle whizzle both ways, doesn't it? So I am going to break down the fibres so it knows it has to go both ways. The clasp has to work both ways. You know, like you would if you were creating flowers with dimension. Break down those fibres and let it know I need you to go both ways. Be kind. So let's stick it onto here. And because this has got longer to go all the way around, I'm going to do it a little bit further out. So it stands on top of, it goes on top of the one underneath when we do it both sides. You'll see what I mean in a second. Dual clasp on a bigger project would be perfect. Vintage book. Yes, I agree. Now I'm a bit gutted that that's white now. Although we could stick one on the inside. Mind you, I'm getting too bulky. You just bear in mind, okay? So blue's all splurged out there, look. So now I've got sort of like a double type of clasp. I'm going to give that a second to grab. So I need to cover my makings here now with this. So let's grab one of those pieces of card from the pieces that we cut. So let's just get rid of that nasty edge. And stick that on there like so. Don't forget, if you've got your rounder corner, you can. Good morning from Ohio. Rainy this morning, says Joe. Oh, it's been very cold here too. Not rain though. So that's the back. And then we have our little clasp for when it's open. Clasp needs to go onto this, this page. I need to put a little clasp in here to hold the book open like this if somebody wants to display. That's a good, I'm liking this, guys. Do we like it? So a little bit of glue here. And then you just need to obviously make sure that the clasp is going to fit there. I've left myself a little bit of a hump. What? Wait, no rain in the UK. That's correct. No rain in the UK. So then obviously you'll have to manipulate it. So, I mean, come on. You can push your clasp closer in as well if you wanted to. Do you know what, as well? You could cut another one of these and pop it here. So then this one could tuck in so it's not poking out like that. Do you know what I mean? So when it's open in its set form, at least that would be tidy tucked in. I think we should do that, don't you? So let's cut another one. And then it's tidy, guys. We like tidy. Let's just take this. And then in this set, you have this sort of like cool pocket, which is like one of the pockets that you get on your jeans. And we can cut all of the pockets like so to go on one on every pocket. Apart from this one, obviously, leave that one plain, like so. And then that's going to give you a slider element to put your bits in. So let's cut some of these as well, just so you can get the idea. Might as well run some of these through. Now the scrap paper from the offcuts, let's see if we can get it on. Oh, I can get one out of that, look. So whilst we're cutting something, let's use one of our plaques for the front. And I've got that piece there, so I'm going to take this bit from the collection as well. It'll get utilised somehow. And then we'll run this one all together. Angela says, I am just going to use the one strap for both and closed ways. I've put the paper back to back, so both. Great idea. Great shout. So we've got a plaque, got a bit of a panel, just because I didn't want to run it through without knot. And then we have a pocket type style effect, and then we have our lovely closure again. So I'm putting a closure on this one to tidy that up. If I want to, you don't have to do this, but I am going to just tidy it up by putting a little closure here so it sort of ties it all together. So if you do want to leave it open on display, maybe you've got a picture, a little mini picture on each page. You can twist the picture each day so you can see a different picture maybe. And it's neutral. It's for men's birthday cards or, for example, Christmas cards. Totally fab for any occasion. It totally is, Rolf. 18 degrees in Peterborough. Wow. 2 magnets would be perfect. Absolutely. Put some glue on it, Tony. Don't be tight. All right, all right. Then you put too much on, don't you? So now you've got one on the inside too. Give that a second to grab. And then you can also obviously just spread them. So now you could show each page, twist, or oh, I said I was going to do two, didn't I, like that? I'm not sure that would hold, guys. I think it'd need more glue for both. Let's just try. Oh, it does, it works, but I haven't glued it. It's coming away, look. It's slowly pulling away there, so I needed more glue. But you have like a double. It does work. Just maybe give yourself, yeah, see what I mean? Didn't glue it very well. Maybe just make it a bit longer, and then still needs to tuck in. So just bear that in mind. Mind you, like that lady just said there, she's just double-sided it and used the same one. There we go. So same one works as well, guys. Don't have to do the double if you don't want to. That's even a better idea. Let's ditch that because that's a great idea. Double whammy it. Well done. And then, basically, it's just a case of decorating then, isn't it? So let's close it up. Let's get something on the front. So that was super easy, wasn't it, guys? Not too complicated. So just cut the wallet multiple times, stick them back to back, dependent on how many pages you want. You decide. Full of where's the dog? Got to use motorbike tomorrow, guys. Right, I'm just going to try and fussy cut this. Let's just get rid of this for now. Angela says she won't normally buy a guy's collection, but the colour palette's lovely. Couldn't be better. Oh, bless you. It's amazing, isn't it? Because it's when we get these collections, because sorry, just one second. I can't fussy cut and talk at the same time. Just one second. When we're creating collections like we are, it's really easy to just slip into the what sells, which is the florals. But you know, I'm so bored of it all. There's only so many flowers. There's only so many shades of pink, purples, and although we do our absolute best here at Stamps by Me to sort of like change things up by adding different elements, it's still really problematic. So to get a nice collection together that's got lovely coloured tones in that we don't traditionally do, sets us apart from everyone else. And when I'm like looking for artists who do botanicals blooming well, normally they don't cross over, so they're brilliant at doing florals and pattern papers with flowers, but then when you try and get the guy element of it, or people or dogs, they don't really cross over, and because it's not something I really do, finding an artist or a painter who does those types of things is quite problematic. So when we do find them and ask them if we can have a license for it, we normally stick with the same designer, because that's sort of like their niche, that's what they're really good at. And then what we do is we get the artwork, and then we add our Stamps by Me twist onto it. So we'll either add papers that I love, which are built in, and we'll do the dripper, you know, I don't know if you do technology or graphic design, but we do like the dropper, so everything coordinates beautifully for you. Then we'll add the vellums, we'll add our own vellums, which coordinate with. So it's just sort of like a great team effort. That's one of the best parts of my job, I think. It has to be one of the best parts of my job. And these people who are brilliant at painting people and dogs, because I'm not, let's face it, they deserve being recognised as well. They're never going to break out into the world of art, are they? Because it's difficult to break out in the world of anything as it stands. But to give back for their passion is brilliant. So that makes me happy, guys. If anybody's wondering or anybody cares. You're all like, oh, here she goes again, the Queen's speech. Well, you know me well now, guys. So I've just cut this guy and I'm just going to lob off the dog's ear. Just said how amazing it is. Now I'm going to cut off the dog's ear so it fits. I'm not going to cut off the dog's ear. He's going to lose a bit of his arm though. I'm going to stick him flat like so. Yeah, a lot does go into it. It's not as easy as just saying, yeah, I'll have that design, thank you very much, and I'll stick it in a pad. It's not, well, it's certainly not that easy for us. We won't get away with it. I won't get, you tell me, you lot, like, you're joking, aren't you? I have a launch on Friday as well, guys, the one-day special, tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. And isn't it wonderful that we can take somebody's loved artwork, that time and care has been spent, and make the most amazing handmade things? That is just like, when you think about it and you break it down, so somebody's been sat in their home with a brush, painted something amazing, then digitised it, and then put it for sale. Then I've had it licensed, added it, twisted it, done whatever it is, printed it, had it made, had it delivered, printed in China, sent over, unboxed, I've presented it to you, sent it to you, you've got it at home, and then you make it's just like, it blows my mind. It's just incredible, really, isn't it? And that's why I always say to you all, guys, it's not about the selling. I am a company, and you always hear me say it, and I need to make money. It's my family business. I need to survive, right? But when we look at the bigger picture, isn't it amazing? Isn't it amazing? And I think that applies not just in craft and the art industry, but any industry. The process. It's like, wow, that person sat 8 hours and did this, and that person passed it to that person, and they did Y, and blows my mind. Blows my mind. And I think about that when I'm buying a pair of shoes. It says handmade, or if it's leather, or I think somebody's actually sat and stitched this boot onto this sole. That's how my mind works. And these boots are £200. Well, why are they £200? Because actually somebody took a whole 8 hours just to put a sole on this one shoe. And there's two, by the way. So that's how I look at things. And with handmade things as well, albums, you know, people say, oh, I can't sell your cards for £2 and things like that. Listen, if you've got a good project that you can see has taken time, effort, probably a lot of money because of the products that you've used, people will pay it. The right people will pay it. Trust me. Always say that to yourself, the right people will pay it. And it's only too expensive for the people that can't afford it. Crazy, isn't it? Think about when you're selling your things and people are saying, "Now give me 4 for £2." No, I'd rather keep them, thank you. The time it took me, keep your £2. Does anybody else think like that, or is it just me? Come on, tell me, guys, tell me. So I have the pocket. So we've got like a little pocket. Now you could put the little pocket on. Let's put the little pocket on the back. Tell me it's not only me. It's got a little pocket on the back. So that's that pocket. You could actually put another pocket across the back. There's so many sort of possibilities. And then that needs putting down. Does it not actually fit? You see, it fits. You could create something that pulls out there, a message. That's like a gift card size too. And then maybe we could just pop the plaque off to the side. That looks nice, doesn't it? Off to the side. So you could personalise it by handwriting. That's a little bit big, I fear. Thank goodness we've got smaller ones. Yeah, that's a little bit better, look. You could do a small one. What do we think, guys? What do we think? So inside, I'm not going to do it because I think you all get the idea of just seeing me put the pocket on the back there. But don't forget, this doesn't have to be a one that stands up, okay? Just have it as a wallet. a mini book. Don't have it, so you don't have to do the stacking system. And then just take your pockets and your tags, pop them in little mini pockets. The offcuts that you've got, make pockets, put your tags inside. How wonderful. What I would say to you though, guys, is get your blending brush and just pop a bit of black around the edge. Get rid of that white line. Tidy it up a little bit, or a vintage colour. Tie it all together. And there you have your, what should we call it, exploding mini book? Wrap around mini book. You could even go as far as putting some twine down the middle one, pulling it out, tie it in a bow at the side, because that bow will sit in the centre when you come to put it all around quite nicely, actually, as long as it's not a huge bow. Like so. What do we think? Well, if you're just an average person with an average salary, you need to think twice. Listen, we all have our budgets. I never encourage overspend. Never, never, never. Good morning from Utah. Hello. I'll just try using all the beautiful card. Come on, don't be tight. So we've got the shirt, we've got the slider, we've got the one where we just cut and used all of the pieces, so you know why I created all of the pieces, and now we've got this exploding mini as well. So there we go. Who's going to be making one of them today? Don't forget to take a picture if you do. Great demo, thank you. You're very welcome, says Sue. No, Sue didn't say you're very welcome. Sue said great demo, and I said you're very welcome. So that's it for today. I have parents' evening tonight, so that should be fun. Tom's also got rugby, so whatever you're doing at home, stay safe, stay cosy, enjoy craft as always, and I'll see you all tomorrow again for the class 5 of Create Together Club. And at the end of it, we'll pick a winner to receive a voucher for the website tomorrow, and we will also decide which project we liked the most so far. That will be interesting to see. So I'm just waiting for Tim now. Is he coming? I can't end the show, you see, without electrocuting myself. Is he? Look, I can't. I just said to him, I can't end the show without electrocuting myself. Oh, thank you, sweetheart, for your time and inspiration. You're very welcome. I know you like to craft a lot, sweetheart. I know it helps so much. So you are very welcome. Same here, Amanda. I don't want to cut into them. You've got to cut into them. No sniffing. Got to use them, okay? And Rolf made a great point earlier. Those that foundation pack will be fantastic for Christmas, and it will also work incredibly well with the embossing folder. Sneak peek. Embossing folder tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. So you've got lots to look forward to. So whatever you're doing, stay safe, stay cosy, and always share the love of craft and share your makes. I'll see you all tomorrow at 1 o'clock. See you there, guys. Bye.